So this is a review for a movie I recently watched called The Plague. Clive Barker with James Van Der Beek. This movie is really good. It is fucking awesome, and it reminds me of the Masters of Horror. Is that what it is? It says Clive Barker is a Masters of Horror, but it reminds me of something else, and I can't think of what it reminds me of. I know I've seen this before, but I swear I saw it in short form. But whatever. So it says this plague in this intense horror film starring James Van Der Beek and Dee Wallace Stone. That is it. Oh my god, that's the worst information ever. So it's about this town. I'm assuming it's just this town. I don't remember if it's the whole country or just the town, where these kids, I want to say between the ages of like 9 and 12, somewhere in there, because their age ranges were different, just kind of slipped into a coma. They woke up sick, or they didn't wake up, but they were sick, and they all just kind of went coma bound for 10 years. I'm assuming all of the families tried taking care of them. We come in to see them all in a school that is full of hospital beds, and they're being taken care of under like guard, and they're even strapped down because apparently nightly they have these like seizure spasms. So 10 years later, there's only like a handful of kids that were not affected by this plague. So 10 years later, James Van Der Beek comes back into town, and his brother is one of the fathers to these kids. And he's staying with his brother, and he experiences this spasm with his nephew, who is coma bound. So then, next day or so, he wakes up, and he goes to see his brother, who is he sees that his nephew is out of the bed, like his nephew is gone, and he sees that his brother has been brutally murdered in the bed. And this is when you know that when they show that all of the kids have woken up. After 10 years, they have all woken up. They're like unbelievably strong and angry and hostile, and they know what they're doing. So this whole movie is spent with like a handful of survivors trying to fight off these teens who have been coma bound for 10 years, but somehow have the strength and ability to be kill. Their only goal is to fucking kill. They didn't explain it? Why? And then there's this scene where they learn to get guns and build a huge blockade so you can't get past it. Like, these kids are smart. And I wish that we had got more of an in-depth detail of what caused this plague, because that would have been fun. But other than that, that's it. So what are your thoughts on The Plague from Clive Barker? I think James Van Der Beek is actually really good acting in this. I'm more used to seeing him in like comedic roles. No, I never watched Dawson's Creek, but I'm more used to seeing him in like funny roles. This is like serious, and I think it's good. What are your thoughts? Comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think.